Determine where you want to live as a young adult. Research project. Estimate the cost of living as a young adult if you live on your own in a single bedroom apartment or basement suite. Estimate the monthly cost for rent. We'll assume that it's $1,500 per month, but this really depends on where you live. And it's typically more expensive in the big city. Utilities, perhaps the average monthly payment for your gas, your hydro, your electricity will cost $100 per month. Again, this depends. Your internet TV bills might be $100 a month. Your Netflix account, your cable TV, your high-speed internet. And food might be more than $400 per month. This depends on how many mouths you're feeding and what kind of food you buy. And if you go to a restaurant, even one time, it might cost over $100. $100 per month is for clothes and entertainment. But this depends on what kind of clothes you buy, as well as how often you go out for entertainment. Insurance is important. If you own a property, you need to get house insurance, car insurance, life insurance. But then again, how much coverage is up to you. We'll just say $200 per month. So adding up these costs, we get a total of around $2,400 per month. Now, how much would you earn in a month after taxes if you work a full-time job at $15 per hour? We'll assume 8 hours a day for a full-time job times $15 per hour is $120 per day. We'll say you work 5 days a week for a total of $600 per week. Assuming that you work 4 weeks in a month, we multiply that weekly amount by 4 to get $2,400 each month. We'll call this your gross pay before taxes. Using an online gross versus net income calculator online, we find that the average tax rate is about 15%. So we said that we grossed $2,400 a month. Let's multiply this amount by 12, and we get $28,800 as our annual salary. By Googling Wealthsimple income tax calculator, let's choose the province of BC and type this income here. We see the total income is here and the average tax rate is around 15%. So multiplying by 100% minus 15%, which is 0.85, we get the net salary around $2,040. Now, based on the net monthly income in the question above, this amount here, how much would you be able to save each month living by yourself? So recall previously we calculated $2,400 as our total monthly costs. With our actual cash on hand, the net salary, when we subtract, we have a negative amount, negative $360. We can't pay the bills. The budget is not met. Now, what if you split rent with a roommate? We make $2,040 a month, and we subtract this lesser amount. We each pay $750 for rent. Recall that rent is $1,500 per month. When we divide by 2, we each pay half, which is $750. So now that we have less expenditures, within brackets, $2,040 minus this amount, we actually have a positive amount, which means that we actually have an excess of $390. As a rule of thumb, up to what % of your income should be spent on housing, rent, utilities, etc.? And the rule is 30% is considered to be affordable. This is of our gross income. Suppose you work 8 hours a day and 5 days a week and make $20 per hour. If there are 4 weeks in a month, how much housing can you afford each month? Assume you can spend 30% of your gross pay on housing. So we have $20 per hour multiplied by 8 gives us 8 hours in 1 day, multiplied by 5 gives us 5 days in 1 week, and we multiply by approximately 4 weeks in a month. We get $3,200 gross per month. And we multiply by 0.30 to realize that this here is our housing budget. So if it's true that it costs over $1,000 just for rent alone in BC, then it's difficult to pay for rent without a roommate in BC.